They moved on. They were able to beat Tyson and Andre in 2 matches, 12-10, 11-9, and that's how they got the path to the podium. We're going to see who is crowned world pickleball champion. Right now, we've got Andrea Gately as our official referee for today. She's about to kick us off any minute now, and the players are getting their last second strategies put together, and then we're going to see 0-0-2 here shortly.
It's about 79 degrees here in Punta Gorda, Florida. These guys already have a little sweat going.
The Frenchman and the German looking poised, calm, confident, looking across the net at the other side. It's the same calm, cool, collected guys in DJ Young and Callan Dawson out of California. Encinitas, California, to be exact.
0-0-2.
I need Tim Thorne to report to court 13. Tim Thorne to court 13.
Yeah. That's a beautiful below the net backhand roll by Patrick Smith. I think Callan and DJ are going to test Patrick today to see how patient he can be. 1-0-2.
All right. A forehand third shot drop coming up a little short there for Jay. We're going to get a side out. And I think the grip on that Electrum Pro paddle by Pat was really, really obvious when you saw that ball grip off of that thing and come over the net. Quick poach there by Callan Dawson. He's still getting loose there, not able to have some success with that early, but we'll see that shot again, I'm sure.
10. Walt Flynn, please report to court 10.
Notice how Callan Dawson lets very few of those dings bounce in front of him. He leans so far out with his paddle, and he looks to grab almost every single ball that he can out of the air, which also gives him the ability to attack at any moment, which is what we saw there. That ball landed, Pat looking to call it out, right, Megan? He realized the look on his face that that ball landed.
You know what? It's a testament to his sportsmanship because that ball was very close and I think too close to call. 2-1-2.
There's a hand battle exchange going on right there.
Woo.
Boy, that's intense. Look, that ball was getting slapped back and forth pretty quick between Jay and Callan. Then it switched over between DJ and Pat, and DJ able to get the upper hand on Pat there on that exchange.
3-1-2.
3-1-2.
Side up. 1-3-1.
Nice solid point by Patrick and Jay.
2-3-1.
2-3-1. Jay looking to be aggressive. Maybe a little too soon there. Patience is key. 2-3-2.
Side out. 3-2-1.
3-2-1. Looked like a little bit of miscommunication there between Callan and DJ. Not sure who was covering the middle.
3-2-2.
Notice Callan being way out there in the kitchen.
Scott, I think that's the right game plan. DJ and Callan have to stick to. Yeah. Dink to Pat.
4-2-2.
Frank Diaz, Queen for first court 9.
That's a good exchange. Pat getting the better end of DJ that time. We'll see a lot of those firefight exchanges throughout the 3-game match or 2-game match that we see. So expect to see that quite a bit. It'll be soft, 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 and power. I don't think that Jay had that ball like he thought at first. It just didn't have the pace on it to go around the post. Would you agree?
2-4-2.
Yes. 2-4-2.
It's a good drive by Pat.
We're seeing Jay start to stack on this left side here because I think that he is stronger with the backhanding on this side.
That's a good attack by Callan Dawson. He's very calculated in his attacks. He will absolutely stay patient as long as he needs to in a rally until he gets the right ball to attack.
4-3-1.
That's the first, I believe, separation of more than 1 point between the two teams. So now it's a 2-point advantage for Callan Dawson and DJ Young. I love the defense by the California boys here. They worked their way all the way back up to the non-volley zone and then unable to capture that point, but that was a great rally that we saw played out in front of us there.
5-3-2. Oh, a great move by Jay. Pat almost able to cover it. But did you see the reset that Pat did off that smack?
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Really intense. You see the electricity starting to happen between Pat and Jay. They become very, very dangerous opponents when they both get that momentum going in the right direction.
You can see how comfortable they are playing with one another. They just know exactly where each other is going to be at the right time.
For sure, they certainly play off of each other, and the energy that they create is electric between one another. That's well played by DJ Young right there. He actually set that up perfect. Letting that last ball go out long.
3-6-2. 3-6-2. Great patience by Jay Duvier right there.
Yeah, I mean, he ducked out of the way of that ball. It was clearly out. One of the things that the pros do well is let those balls go out for points.
Free point.
Yeah, it's a rare missed return by Callan Dawson there.
5-6-2.
Callan hits off speed sometimes, so I think Jay sometimes can. It's easy to think that ball's coming harder when it's really not. 6-5-1.
It's a good put away there. Anytime that ball goes up in the middle with all four of these players, it's going to get put away most likely. The defense is stellar, but that ball is not coming back.
6-5-2.
Look at that intensity between both Jay and Callan. Ultimately, Callan sliding to the left and able to take that forehand past Pat Smith for a winner.
7-5-2.
So far, only a 2-point advantage.
Yes!
You know what? I'm actually not disappointed in that lob. He thought he could catch Jay. I think it came up a little short, but that was a good strategy right there to try to catch him off guard, leaning forward into the kitchen.
I think that when you're up 7-5, you don't need to take those risky shots. I mean, it was a nice change of pace, but I don't think you needed to do that for the side out.
Yeah, especially Jay being 6'2". It's going to be a tough lob. You know, Pat's had some success there. That's the second one that he's ripped into the body of DJ that's dumped into the net, so he may need to go back to that trend right there.
Callan catching that ball behind him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Sometimes those clip the net like that.
I know, I saw you yesterday.
All right, guys, we're back to the action. Megan Hall in the booth with me, Scott Golden, Championship Sunday. Andrew's going to bring us back here to the live action. That is unbelievable athleticism from Callan Dawson. The dink came over a little high, and Jay jumped it and hit it right up into the face of Callan, and somehow he was able to contort his body and hit a winner off of it. Not many people can do that, Megan. That's so good. That ball is getting just hit around, straight on, cross court, didn't matter. Jay and Pat were dialed in on that point.
How many do we have, Rep? You have 7. Yeah. 8-7-2.
Unforced error there by DJ Young. Handing Jay and Pat a free point right there.
9-7-2.
9-7-2.
I believe that's the second missed third shot drop from Jay. Just looked like he mishit that ball a little bit off his Vulcan V560 paddle.
Yes!
You know what? I think Jay said he was done with that point right there, Megan. He just wanted to end it.
He didn't hit that with any force, right, Scott?
There was no power behind that one. Boy, he put that ball away hard.
7-9-2. Side out.
DJ trying to finesse that third shot drop, coming up just on the top of the white net cord. Not able to get it to roll over. Although these Pickleplex nets are very friendly, that one not.
9-7-1.
9-7-1. Wow, Callan holding that ball to the very last minute to decide where he was going with it, and I think that threw Pat off a little bit. Nice shot, Callan.
Yeah, and Pat wasn't quite up to the kitchen yet, so it's a good decision there. A backhand third shot drop now missing. Jay just seems to be a little off on his thirds. We're probably going to see DJ and Callan returning to Jay until he figures that out. His defense is not lacking, though, is it, Megan?
No, he's not struggling on his backhand volley at all today, or any day, really. Very solid part of his game.
Pretty consistent up there at the kitchen. All right. Little two-handed backhand there. DJ doing a good job moving that ball around. He went to the inside hip, then he goes to the outside hip. Jay not able to be decisive, missing that dink into the net.
8-9. Oh, wow.
That was insane.
Oh. Oh, wow.
That ball looked good from our vantage point, but
DJ, that's not good, man.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That ball was well inside the line.
yeah, and Jay and Pat don't usually argue line calls too often, but Jay was confident, ultra confident.
The
that
ref
ball
unfortunately was on the other side
Well,
and
she's-
unable to see. It's a very tough angle, but
You know what, Megan? She told Jay. She said it's their call, so that tells me she didn't see it clearly. So she's going to defer to the receiving team to make that call, and they stood with that call. Jay having to compose himself now. Doing a good job so far. That's a good ball. So Jay is a true professional. He was able to overcome that, in his mind, what was a bad call by the opposing team. Able to finish that point right there with an overhead inside out, on and off the court there. Really fired up after that one.
don't fire up team model here.
Yeah, they're not the right guys to do that to. Yeah, there's another one. DJ's dumped 3 of those from the drive of Jay and Pat right into the net. He doesn't seem like he's seeing that ball real well.
10-9-1.
We're keeping Jay on the left, stacking on the even. So Jay looking for that finish right there. DJ recognizing how aggressive he was being. That was a good job sidestepping that 5th shot from Jay de Villiers.
One more chance to serve for the game. 10-9-2.
I think this point's going to come down to patience. So I want to make this clear, Megan, for anybody watching. If you heard Jay said out first, but that's player communication because he's letting his partner know not to hit it. Once the ball lands, then you make the final determination whether it's in or out. And then he changed that call to it was good. That's really, really well played by DJ Young, covering that middle ball. That's his length right there. He's kind of a long, athletic type of guy, kind of lanky, and using that to his strength right there.
10-10-1. Second serve.
Jay, I think, in DJ's head a little bit.
10-10-2.
Let's see if they can get one more for the side out. And there it is.
So what I've noticed about Callan is very calculated. He's very disciplined, but he did telegraph and show that he was going to rip that ball. He kind of indicated he was going to speed it up. Jay and Pat not fazed by that attack, and they were able to gain the upper hand after that exchange. Jay ready for the counter. Pat ultimately put it away.
Stupid, man.
I've noticed Pat coming off that kitchen a little bit to play defense. He's got to stay hugged up on that line, make sure he's getting those reset volleys back over the net.
10-10-2.
Jay really active right now.
Oh, wow.
That, I think, is the chemistry between the two of them. Jay last-second jumps for an Ernie. The ball comes back to the middle, and Pat's there with his backhand ready to put it away past the backhand of DJ. I mean, Megan, it went by him before he even realized what was going on there.
Right. I think Callan wasn't ready for Jay's shot. Tried to get it back in the middle, but Pat just right there waiting, like you had said, Scott. Scores 11-10. Game point. Oh, Jay trying for it again. The ball just a little bit low.
I feel like that's a heat check. Yeah, I feel like that was a heat check. He got the first one and he said, okay, let me try it again. But I think a good adjustment from Callan Dawson, keeping that dink really, really soft and up close to the net, unattackable. That ball clipping the net. It threw off Jay's rhythm just a little bit. Yeah, good friendly roll there from the out-of-town guest from California.
Tied game here at 11-11-1.
This game could go either way right now, folks.
Ooh, an untimely misreturn. This time of the game, it can't happen. That could be the game.
That's
right
tough.
there.
Yeah, that could be a dagger right there. Maybe not though. That's
wow.
Extremely good hands by Jay and Pat right there. Usually when the ball gets attacked like that, if you can't beat that initial reaction time, you're going to lose that point, and that's how it played out right there. Oh, what a lob by Callan Dawson there. Wow. And we got an alley from Jay, which I believe is
let's go.
Let's go, yeah. In a different language there.
Not only did Pat get to that ball back at the baseline, but he put it in perfect form back on the other side of the net.
Yeah,
setting himself up for the next shot.
He basically hit a good drop shot with some pace on it from that lob. Excellent job there from Jay and Pat. So DJ making a good adjustment. He changed the angle of his paddle on those drives. Now he didn't dump it into the net. He actually got that ball deeper, causing Pat to miss the next one. That ball missing wide. I think he was trying to make sure he didn't miss that ball short into the net, and he lifted it just a little too much.
12-12-2.
What a game we have here, folks. Okay, there's an untimely missed return. That is Callan's second missed return of the game. He missed early in the game, and now he's missed here late. 13-12-2. Oh, that's great defense from DJ. He was sitting on that backhand. It's almost like he knew that time they were going to attack him on the backhand side.
Pressure's on Callan and DJ right now as they're down 12-13.
But I would argue the pressure's really on Jay and Pat in a way, because they're up and they have to make sure they stay disciplined and make good decisions here, as the other team's going to be pushing, I feel like, and staying aggressive to try to win some points.
Well, this point's going to put pressure on both teams.
Callan barely missing and avoiding the kitchen. Doesn't matter, though. DJ Young not able to come up with that backhand.
What hands by Jay.
Yeah, incredible. The defense from the Wichita boys is insane. There's a drive that clips the net, hitting Pat right in the chest. Now, what you have to understand about that is Pat is set up and ready for a ball that's not going to clip the net. And when it does, it throws everything upside down for them. So that goes for both sides.
Game point at 14-13-2.
Oh, that's really good defense there. Oh, boy.
Wow.
A soft touch from the Frenchman, Jay Debillier. After 3 hard overheads returned from the California boys, he drops one soft into the kitchen. DJ Young hustling to get it, not able to get it back over the net, though.
Very smart play by Jay. Timeout called by Callan and DJ. probably needing a rest and looking to regroup as Jay and Pat start to serve.
Yeah, I think that's a great timeout. We're going to take a quick break as well, catch our breath, take a drink of water, and we'll be back to the action soon.
15 seconds. Receivers, that was your last timeout. Serving team, you still have 2 timeouts remaining in this game. Time in.
All right, guys, we're back to the action. Scott Golden and Megan Hall bringing you all this pickleball action.
I will say Callan and DJ have had an unbelievable amount of net courts today. They've been very lucky in this first game. 13-14-2.
I think it's skill.
Yeah.
Oh, that one not able
so
to
lucky
go over.
on that.
That one was
That
not
ball.
as lucky. But again, I think, see, DJ missed that other one wide and high, so he's trying to make an adjustment there and ended up missing.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. We'll never know if that ball is in or out because it actually hit Pat right in the tip of the shoe for the side out. 14-14-1.
14-14-1.
All right. We've got a close battle here in game one. Oh, he got that back somehow. I have no idea how he got that ball. Oh
Wow.
my goodness! What did we just witness from Jay and Pat right there? Somehow Jay contorted his body and able to get that tweener between his legs, but it wasn't just a ball that popped up. It was like
It was a line drive
line
to the other
drive.
side of the net that was going to fall in if they didn't hit it.
Unbelievable.
Incredible point.
I don't know how he did that, but somehow he came up with that. Boy, they are
Good
really
hold.
feeling it.
Good communication by Pat there for the side out. They were able to hold them at 14-14, so let's see if they can close it right now.
I cannot believe what we're witnessing. This is a game one that is for the ages right now.
No, that's good.
So that was a heat check. Pat and Jay feeling it right now. Pat looking for that drive. Not there yet.
14-14-2.
Oh, wow. Pat saying, uh-oh.
You know what? DJ wants that one back. He did not snap off on his wrist at the end right there with the paddle. That ball sailing long.
He pushed it.
He did push it. I've done that many times before.
15-14.
15-14-2.
Game point.
Oh, what an Ernie by DJ Young. You know, the key to that right there is he waited until the ball had left the paddle of his opponent, and then he shot for that Ernie. By that time, it's too late. That's a put away for DJ and a good side out. Let's see what they can do with this here. Another lead change. Ah, that's too good by Callan Dawson. One thing about Callan, he's very crisp with his shots coming back. He doesn't have wasted space or energy. He just is short and compact.
15-15.
Look at the defense going on here. That's so good by Pat and Jay, but, you know, kudos to the other team, DJ and Callan, for that defense right there.
Do you think Jay and Pat are picking on one or the other on the other side of the net?
I don't think so. I think they're taking the best available shot to them, and I think when they get into those firefights after 3 or 4, they're moving it to the other guy to see if they can catch him.
Yes!
That's so good right there.
Wow.
So now we're going to see if they can close game one here. They've had a couple opportunities. Actually, to be honest, Megan, both teams have had opportunities. This right now, I feel it. I feel the momentum has swung back to Jay and Pat, and I have a feeling that they're going to find a way to get it done here. But let's see. Okay, not on that first one. Callan Dawson, a little too much for them there. Second serve. They're going to go back to a regular no stack. 15-15-2. Jay choosing to go with that two-handed backhand. Callan staying with his one hand. Oh, that's a great placement, but friendly roll, still going. Oh, Callan.
Wow. Extreme patience from both sides, but
ultimately, I think Callan recognized that he was going to rip that two-handed backhand early. He stepped into that middle and was able to tee off on it.
and you know what was a different change? They switched. DJ was then on the forehand, Callan playing the left-hand side, and really able to go more toe-to-toe with Jay on some of those cross-court dink rallies.
I believe that happened in the middle of the point when the ball rolled over from Pat's attack. I think they switched at that point. Okay, that's a good return from Pat. If you notice, he really sliced that return, Megan, soft and it really stayed low when it bounced off the ground there. See the ball getting moved around nicely here. Nobody getting picked on specifically. Look at this defense. Look at this D going on right now.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Pat being the MVP of that point. What hands?
You know what? The defense on both sides is phenomenal, stellar to say the least. But right there, I thought that Callan had won that point at least 3 times, and that ball getting dug out at his feet, and Pat ultimately being the one coming out on top there.
15-15-1.
Is this a great game one or what? Oh boy, he slid over. Instead of hitting a forehand, he slid over and ripped that with his backhand.
All weekend, I've loved that Jay backhand.
Yeah,
all weekend. The dink and the high volley that puts it away also on the backhand side.
You know what? I think even him sliding over and hitting that backhand for a winner was the different angle that he created from it. It wasn't the traditional, angle from his forehand. And I think it threw off Callan and DJ just a little. All right, 16-15-1. Around the post, defended by Callan. Yeah! And that ball clipping the net. And that's game one in the books, 17-15. Can you ask for a better game to start World Pickleball Championship Sunday?
No, that was an incredible game. Much longer than I thought it would be. But 17-15, we're on to game 2.
Let's move on to game 2. We're going to take a quick break. This is Megan Hall and Scott Golden in the booth. We're going to be bringing you all the live action. We've also got Hollywood Hostler with us today. We'll be mixing him into the booth with us. All right, guys, this is Scott Golden and Megan Hall. Megan, I don't know if I have any words for game 1. Do you?
We have 15 seconds, gentlemen.
That was an incredible first game.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that game went 17-15
Gentlemen, game 2.
or 16-14. I can't remember. I think-
17-15.
Yeah, 17-15. So incredible game 1.
0-0-2.
That's actually how intense that game was. I couldn't remember what the final score was. It was so good.
So now Pat and Jay are going to have the sun in their eyes a bit. So we'll see what Callan and DJ will do with that. side out. 0-1.
Yeah, and Callan Dawson only hit one lob in that first game. We're going to see if he uses that lob again here in game 2 with the sun in their face.
Second serve.
That was a good attack right there from Pat. And I mean, from DJ and Callan. That ball missed, but not by a lot. I think they both were on the same page calling that out, but boy, that was close. Probably closer than
agree.
Yeah, they thought it was closer than they thought.
Callan not quite having the power that Pat and Jay do, but DJ sure does, putting that ball away for the side out.
Yeah, and just to touch on that, the reason Callan doesn't have quite as much power is the way he holds the paddle grip so high up on the paddle. He looks for the control and the angles versus the power.
One, 1, 2.
1-1-2.
Point.
DJ keeping that really low by the feet.
2, 1, 2.
2-1-2.
Point.
Okay. Sorry, Cal. No, you're good.
Jay missing some of those backhand dings. Lots of spin on it. Needs to get a little more height on the ball there.
3, 1, 2.
Yes.
Callan leaving that ball a little bit high for Jay to really roll that ball right at DJ's feet.
Yeah, and those angles are hard. That's hard to defend that when the ball's coming with pace at your feet like that.
1, 3, 1.
1-3-1.
Second serve.
Hit the ball.
1, 3, 2.
Get out of here.
Yeah, once DJ gets that ball up above the shoulders, it usually doesn't come back. He's got more of a long, sweeping type of motion. That's really hard to read off the paddle.
Yes.
Wow. Jay hitting that winner from behind him. Right down the middle between Callan, Dawson, and
3, 1,
DJ
2.
Young. 3-1-2.
You. You. You.
That's a nice roll there from DJ. That's just a testament to his soft touch when he dinks. I mean, sometimes you think, oh, that's lucky, but really, that's really soft finesse and touch that he's
4,
got.
1, 2.
And maybe those Pro Kennex paddles as well.
Oh, absolutely. That definitely helps.
Yeah!
Oh, boy. So when you have somebody drive at you, there's a couple options, and that one from Pat was the option to fire back. And boy, did he do that.
There was no
1,
blocking
4, 1.
there.
There was not a block or a punch. That was a full-on swing there. Okay, we're seeing a trend when they grip the ball into DJ's chest. He's dumping those into the net. He's got to find an answer for that here in game 2.
2, 4, 1.
That's so stupid. Sorry.
Wow, DJ actually sitting on the backhand there, able to get his hand around to hit that forehand put away.
Yeah, that's because Pat didn't really speed it up with a lot of pace. It came a little slower, so DJ had time. That was excellent job by DJ. You know what? I think he's a little frustrated. He actually hit an out ball from Pat on that third shot, and then Jay, recognizing that he was still trying to recover from that third shot, he ripped into the body of him on the fifth. So well executed there by Jay and Pat.
3-4-2. It was there, Scott.
Yeah, Jay got what he wanted. He just didn't get it to go over. So
Don't you know that feeling when you have it all day and it just clips the net cord? Painful. 4-3-1 for the side out.
slight advantage for the California boys. There's a good drive by DJ. That was a short return set up from the serve of Callan, and DJ taking advantage and exploiting that short return, ripping into the body of Jay.
5-3-1.
You.
Second serve.
Here?
Yeah.
Go.
5-3-2.
You. Ah, come yet.
Pat reaching a little bit too much for that ball.
Okay, come on. One more.
Yeah, I love the self-talk from Pat and Jay. They are really vocal players.
You.
Listen,
Side out.
That ball's setting up high for DJ really to put that away.
yeah, but DJ came up a little too far. I think he should have trusted Callan to probably hit that ball, but he was going for it. That was a heat check as well. He's feeling it right now.
Oh, that's a beautiful ball.
You know what? I think Pat recognized DJ's the one more active right now, kind of taking control of the points. He slid a little too far to that middle, and Pat has the control of that ball. He was able to take it behind him.
But where I think Callan and DJ have had success is with Callan on the left and DJ on the right.
Correct. I agree. They need to maybe find a way to get back to that. That's great defense. Did you see the athleticism from Patrick Smith? He did what I would call a pirouette. I don't know if that's the right terminology. I've never been a dancer, but I feel like he did like some type of spinning pirouette, able to hit that with the backhand.
You've never been a dancer?
Well, not a legit one. Oh boy, DJ Young letting him know he is right here to stay. I heard the ball off his
Who's the
chest.
boss? Who's the boss?
DJ just letting him know, hey buddy, I am right here. I'm not going anywhere. I heard the thump of that Durafast 40 off of that Electrum shirt right there.
Or was it Pat's chest? 5-6-2.
I thought they needed to check the ball after it hit Pat in the chest. It's good movement.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really well played.
But do you see how Pat, he was ready for the ATP, and then he continued to move forward, in their face right at the kitchen line, ready to put that ball away as the ball was coming back over the net.
Yeah, definitely. They took control of the non-volley zone there, able to win that point with some dominant play from the kitchen area. I kind of think of Pat as like Chuck Norris.
6-6-2.
Jay with an unexpected missed serve. And let me explain what I mean. Pat got in a fight with the Durafast 40, and Pat won.
6-6-1.
Oh, yeah, that ball made it. I think their paddles actually hitting slowed that ball down enough to keep it inside the baseline or the sideline.
There's no I in team.
7-6-1.
Patrick Smith wanting to call a timeout. Jay Duvier calling him off, wanting to play one more point. 8-6-1.
All right, a slight 2-point advantage for the California boys. Jay looking to blow that ball over, but, you know, it was so close to the net. Once it clipped the net from Callan's shot, it was just too close.
And here's the timeout that we expected if they were to get more and more point. DJ Young, Callan Dawson taking the lead, and I think we're going to go to a quick break.
Yes, sir. This is Scott Golden and Megan Hall.
Game. Receiving team, you have 1 timeout remaining in this game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back after that quick timeout. A 3-point advantage for the California boys.
9-6-1.
Dawson and Young. That was great anticipation to defend that ball down the line. I think DJ thought he was going to catch him. He did not.
9-6-2.
That ball was not attackable, was it, Megan?
Patrick Smith just becoming too impatient there. You know, you could see the look of displeasure on Jay Duvier's face.
Yeah.
Just disappointed with the outcome of the point
10-6-2.
as game point is approaching 10-6-2.
Young and Dawson looking to end the game too quick, but Jay DeVilliers and Patrick Smith have another chance here with the ball back down 4. Let's see if they can make a run or if Young and Callan Dawson can hold. Little frustration there from Patrick. They're still feeling it from game 1, still feeling the energy, but they're not executing quite like they did in game 1. Just a little off here. I actually think Young had the right angle and he sliced it inside out trying to get it to drop in, but just missed.
Wow, unfortunate for DJ Young, that ball clipping the net and just sailing wide and long.
Well, that's the chance you take when you attack a ball that's floating up there kind of high and slow. You have to create your own pace with it, and that one's just unfortunate.
I think it's amazing the footwork of Pat Smith and Jay DeVilliers on the other side of this net.
Point.
9-10-2.
So they've made a run. They were down 6-10 when this run started. There's Pat going for that third shot drive again, hitting the top of the net cord. That tape rattling as it hits and sides out to Young and Dawson. That's unfortunate. That soft drop from DJ Young, not making it over to that net.
10-9-2. Side out.
Great defense by Jay DeVilliers there as he is able to get the ball back for his team.
9-10-1. You are the correct server. 9-10-1. Second serve.
A missed dink there, trying to be a little too good.
9-10-2. Side out.
It's a good attack there from Callan Dawson and DJ Young, the California boys, with another chance here to end game 2. That ball missing. Great drive on the third there by DJ Young and Callan Dawson. Able to close out game 2. I thought that was a much cleaner game from Callan Dawson and DJ Young in game 2.
Looks like we're going to a game 3, and I think we always want to see the finals going to a game 3. You know, great points, close games. That's what we want to see here on Championship Sunday.
I'd love to see a game 3 and then a game to 15 if it was up to me, but unfortunately this format does not have a game to 15. So we are going to see a champion crowned here at the 2020 World Pickleball Championships. Of course, the viewers at home, stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Scott Golden, joined by Megan Hall here in the booth. We're ready to start game 3. Looks like Jay's going to be serving first, stacking on the left.
Great look there by Jay DeVilliers for the first point of the game, 1-0-2.
Oh, hit it!
Really good anticipation by Callan Dawson. Again, if you speed the ball up in pickleball and you don't beat that initial reaction time of the opponent, you're likely going to lose that point, as we saw played out right there.
What I love about Callan Dawson's game is that he's so calculated. He doesn't need to hit it hard, but he's got placement over brawn.
Yeah, and he oftentimes sets up his partners for the finish. Oh boy, he got it. He got it, and then he won the point because Pat and Jay were were rushing to finish the point right there instead of staying composed on it. DJ likely scraping his knee on that one. Unbelievable athleticism there.
2-1-1.
Come on!
That's really strong play there by Jay
That was
as he
another
defended.
Misdirection. I mean, he really directed that away from DJ's backhand where he was setting up and hit right to the middle to his forehand. DJ Young unprepared.
Lady, come on.
3-1-2.
A slight 2-point advantage for the California action after that quick timeout. This is Scott Golden and Megan Hall bringing you all the action. It's 4-1-2 after the timeout.
Out.
I think Pat and Jay realizing he's going to hit that ball really hard. Just moving out of the way, parting the seas. That's a good timeout from the Wichita boys. You know what? That ball was going to hit this black banner back here. However, he did a great job, meaning DJ Young, hitting that Ernie into the body of Patrick Smith. So with the good comes the bad, and when it rains it pours, and that was a shot that should have easily been put away. I think the pace of it threw Pat Smith off just a tad.
I don't know if it was the pace, Scott. I think Patrick Smith right now is feeling a little tight, and maybe another timeout is necessary at this point as they're down.
That's another missed return there for Patrick Smith. Jay gonna try to carry the team here, pick him up.
No.
There's a good play. If DJ Young and Callan Dawson were thinking about this right now, they'd go right after Patrick Smith as he's just a little off at the moment. Jay's still playing very well.
Beautiful ball by Patrick Smith. I think what Jay and Pat need right now is energy, footwork. They need to move their feet, and they need to gain their energy back. That's when they start gaining momentum, and I think that they can get that done. They can come back in this game right now.
Yeah, and a nice bounce back from Patrick Smith right there as he rolled that forehand past DJ. Patrick Smith looking more like himself now at these points. That's really good manipulation from DJ Young. He went backhand, then it came back, then he went backhand again, and Jay lost that ball coming back over.
152.
152.
That's so good by Callan Dawson. Again, very disciplined, very calculated. He has amazing footwork. He always seems to put himself in the right spot at the right time to hit the right ball.
Not only that, that ball isn't coming up. That ball is skidding, sliding, and a very difficult ball to defend for Patrick Smith.
Yeah, and he's so
5-1-1.
just smooth with it. He's not in a rush. So far, great defense here. Again, Callan Dawson not overpowering them, but looking for the right angles to hit to get the ball put away there. All right, looks like we've got a timeout. No, I'm sorry, we've got the switch at 6 here. Excuse me, that was not a timeout used. So we are going to take a quick break. 3. This is our first men's pro doubles finals of the day. We'll have many more to come, but this one has been an absolute exciting game. What a nail biter we have here. Oh, that's a beautiful shot by DJ Young. Right down the middle, not even touched by his opponents.
I mean, catching the line. They were hoping it would go out, but that's just a beautiful shot.
7-1-1.
7-1-1.
Complete domination here in game 3 from the California boys.
Second serve.
That one's sailing long from Callan Dawson. He's a man of few words. He just kind of shook his head and he's right back to the next point. He's got a short memory. That's one of the things I really love about Callan Dawson. Megan, are you seeing what I'm seeing? As those exchanges start 50-50 straight across the net, at some point, the sharper attack, it comes from the California boys. And then once they get that edge, they're able to put that ball high to low.
Go!
Side out.
DJ coming up short. DJ Young coming up short on that third shot drop.
1-8-1.
So one good adjustment, Megan, that I'm seeing from DJ Young there is after that third shot he blocked earlier, he was getting hit with that next ball on the 5th. That time he was able to avoid that 5th shot drive from Jay, allowing it to go out.
1-8-2. Side out.
Sometimes this is what happens in pickleball. The momentum swings, and the momentum is definitely swinging in Callan Dawson and DJ Young's favor right now.
We have seen comebacks of this magnitude here at the World Pickleball Championship. One of them last night.
8-1-2.
I think DJ Young and Callan Dawson, if they can stay patient, I think they have this match in the bag. They're up significantly here with DJ Young serving
9-1-2.
at 9-1-2.
Side out.
I think that if we want to see Jay DeVilliers and Patrick Smith have some success, it would be in their best interest to have the patience and wait for their opportunities to put those points away.
Yes!
Wow, great hands by Patrick Smith, setting himself up for the put away there. That's the first time they've scored in quite a while, so let's see what they can build from this.
2-9-1.
2-9-1.
Point.
3-9-1.
3-9-1.
Yes!
Love the patience from Jay DeVilliers and Patrick Smith there. I think we need to see more and more of that as they're starting to connect each and every point together.
DJ
Now-
Young thought that ball was going to go out, but it did land in. Kudos to him for calling that ball good.
Oh, neck court, neck court.
Second serve.
Yeah.
4-9-2.
Yes!
There's that backhand that we know and love.
Timeout's been called by the receiving team.
DJ and Callan calling a timeout.
5-9.
They still
Second
have
server, you have 1
Plenty
minute.
of
That is your
point
first
differential.
timeout, gentlemen.
They just need a couple more points to kind of put this men's final in the bag and take home the win. But to break up Pat and Jay's momentum, I think it was a good call.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. 5-9-2.
No! Come on!
Great exchange right there. Jay allowing that last one to go long. Good discipline letting that one go. That's hard. That's tough to do.
6-9-2.
6-9-2.
Yeah! Yeah!
You can already see the more confident Jay DeVilliers and Patrick Smith, them approaching the line, waiting for the put away there. They're not backing up anymore. They're taking control.
Yeah, and as we oftentimes see in pickleball, the momentum swings multiple times throughout a game. And what we're seeing right now is the momentum shifting slowly back into the favor of the Wichita boys.
Yes!
A lot of excitement right now going on the other side of the net from Callan Dawson and DJ Young. They just need to stay composed here.
8-9-2.
Keep doing what got them to 9.
This is how momentum swings so easily in matches. They're down 1-8, and they've come all the way back.
Now tied 9-9.
Dawson and Young almost playing a flawless match up until that point.
9-9-2.
Yeah, it's a
9-9-2.
big comeback here, big swing. You know, it was there, but that's a tough shot because the distance from the sideline to the banners is not an extreme amount of space. That's a little aggressive there going for that ATP, but hey, if he hits it, he's a hero. Okay, 9-9-1 at the side out. All right, so we have got game point and match point on the paddle of the California boys, DJ Young and Callan Dawson. Let's see if they can close it out.
10-9-1.
That's a great lob right there from Callan Dawson. That is ice in his veins to throw a lob up at match point in Game 3 of the men's pro doubles finals.